We left Nairobi at 8:20 a.m., had 2 stoppages with a major one at Narok before reaching Maasai Mara at around 1 p.m. Quick registration at the gate and we were taken to our hotel. We had our lunch. Right now, this was our lunch. It was such a beautiful restaurant, as you can see, made out of tents. They beautified it using traditional things like a gourd, which you can just see here. The chairs were comfy, the tables cleaned, and they served very nice food, including very nice sauce, which you can see here at the table. Heinz is very good, and a hotel that serves that is classical. We were then taken to our room. Yes, a quick tour of the room. That's the veranda. Straight ahead is the bed, and you get to see our refreshment, water and cups if you need to make coffee or tea. Those are the switches, and our towels where we can keep our bags, where to keep our bags is there. We had a chair made out of Maasai shuka. The room was spacious. This is a mat on the floor. Straight ahead, something like a radio. Yes, something like a radio, which is the solar. I can't give much detail, it is just solar. Yes, and here was the restroom or the washroom. I loved the sink so much. The sink was beautiful. That is the toilet. And there was a wall hanging of beautiful Maasai women. The window had nets, which are very small and could not allow insects inside. That is the curtain, the shower curtain. The shower place was spacious, and this is the place to hang our things. It was never disappointing to shower here, I still remember. Yes, that's my husband resting there. We had a quick tour that afternoon, and we were lucky to have seen cheetahs. These were 4 cheetahs, 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, they had a leader and they were walking. So we kept wondering where they were going to. And we were glued there for some time to just see where these cheetahs were heading to. We were amazed because they crossed the path, and quickly we discovered something. You can see the leader is still there, trying to hibernate. Yes, there's that antelope over there. That was the target. Unfortunately, they were not able to hunt because the target discovered that something was happening and they were about to be killed. So they ran away. We were taken to a place where a lion was feasting on its meal. It had hunted down this bushback. It was called a bushback, and it was feeding. So this lion, we kept hearing that it was here for the 2 days that we were here. So it was feasting, just feasting and looking at us, feasting and looking at us. Yes, we met these hyenas, and they were charging, running towards that place where the lion was. It had rained, and so the scent was taken very far. That's the way they ran. We met a herd of buffaloes. It was such a big herd, and they look like cattle from afar. Only that all of them are black. There is none of them that is white. And by the way, the calves are brown in color. Here there was no calf, but the ones we met with a calf, it was brown in color, but when it grows up, it becomes black. So they kept looking at us and running away. And on our left, there was one that was a male which tried to charge at us but stopped. This was the same lion. This was on day 2. That lion that was feasting had finished its meal and now it was walking away. And it is such an afraid animal. It's a lioness. Afraid. It thought that we were charging and going to maybe kill it or something. So it kept running away, and focusing was a bit tricky. I tried my best to focus using my phone. Something funny, the clips that I took using the iPad, I cannot transfer them here. So I've just edited the ones I used my phone. So that's the lioness over there, heading away. And we took time to just look at it. God is amazing. The wonder He has made. Look at those hills. Very beautiful. Nature is beautiful. Next, we saw hyenas in this trench. Funny enough, hyenas love being in mud. So they were in a muddy place, as you can see. A leopard was on top of this tree, just sleeping. We saw these elephants, but we were stepping on the grass, so we did not take long because they kept telling each other that the warders were coming and it is a chargeable offense in Mara to step on grass. So we had to leave this spot very fast. We met this lone elephant. It was just alone, grazing, taking water, and we kept wondering where the other herd members were, with no answer. But it was so comfortable, just feeding itself, as you can see, feeding on the flowers, feeding on the grass. Next, we reached the Mara River and we saw hippos. And with hippos, they live in families. So that's a family there, as you can see. That's a family. This is another family here, as you can see. And there's another family here, and they can graze as far as 5 kilometers according to our guide. They go and they create paths and they come back to the same spot. We were able to reach Tanzania. Serengeti was on the other side. On our way back, we met giraffes. No history about giraffes, but they are very beautiful animals to behold. Their eyes are so tender. They look at you very tenderly. Very, very tenderly. Look at how that animal is beautiful. It was raining on our way back. So we were rushing and we met a herd. Is it a herd of elephants? And we were kept here for about 5 minutes just looking at them because they had blocked our way. We could not pass. And we were told that they are led by a matriarch. It's a matriarchy society. They are led by a lady. And that one between the two is a male. It is darker than the female. If you can check, the female are lighter. They are not so dark. So yeah, that's a male right there. And this one here was so agitated. It had a calf and it was making some noise which we did not really understand the communication between them. I think maybe warning the calf of any danger. And we kept quiet because we didn't know what it could have done. It is an animal, you know. So we kept quiet, we kept looking at them, and we learned so much that they cool themselves using mud. And actually, on our way back, we met another herd of elephants cooling themselves in mud. Yes, I was trying to point. It was making some noise which we didn't understand, but it followed the calf, and soon they cleared the way.